Welcome to game 2. We're against red-blue. I think Rune of Protection red, Prismatic Strands, and Cloud Shift are probably all very important. The order is not too good against this deck, and I would say Battle Screech can help, but it's not that good. But I'd rather have Battle Screech than Squadron Hawk against this deck, so I'm gonna submit that. And that is not a keepable hand, so I'm gonna mulligan. And that's a better hand I'm gonna keep, especially because of this deck tech right here. And I'll scry that to the top. I love when you scry into your turn 1 play. It's kind of nice. Love it when a plan works out. Now he's planning to counter my Rune of Protection probably, so he might be running Mana Leak or something, and I need to get that spell off, so I'm just gonna play it safe and not cast it yet. Okay. Compulsive Research is very overpowered. It's one of the reasons that that deck works. And I don't mind going into the late game against him, especially with this Rune of Protection here. During his end phase, I'll play Raise the Alarm. Now I'm not getting the life gain I got last turn. Oh, he's gonna counter it. That sets me up for Battle Screech, so that's fine. Now he could just kill me this turn, but I don't think that it's possible, so... Well, it is possible, it's just not probable. But I really like the deck he's running because everything is a cantrip. In other words, it replaces itself, so he maintains card advantage pretty easily. My deck's more about board advantage. It's not a trampler, so I'll go ahead and block because that's the smart move. because you don't want to get down to 15 or 14 against this deck. Even if you do have a Rune of Protection, it's not worth it. So I'll go ahead and play Journey to Nowhere. Hopefully he doesn't have a counter spell. He does. So he's going to use that. I could just drop another one to sort of lock him down for a turn, which I think is the best play. Here. And then deal him 3, just start chipping away at him. He's got the Delver going on there. Would have been nice to be able to snag that with the other Journey to Nowhere, but it's okay. Got a lot of removal and counter magic this game. It seems like he's really been sideboarding strong for that. So I'll go ahead and attack. And then I'll leave it up to him. Hopefully he'll attack so I can just trade my Quicksand for his Delver. If not, he flips it, and it flips, and he got preordained, so he's going to do that. I'm of course going to come back strong with Raise the Alarm and Cloud Shift. Now I think the right move is actually to take his Delver, because I can continue to prevent damage from the Cyclops. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll swing through with my Flyer and my soon-to-be Flyer. No reason to attack with the soldiers until he forces me to. So I've got this game in a good position right now, but it doesn't mean by any means I'm gonna win necessarily, although this Rune is pretty strong against what his board state is currently. Oh, looks like he's drawing land. Okay, we'll attack with those again. And he's going to choose to block the Doom Traveler this turn, which is fine because it gives me another Flyer. He might have an Electrickery or something in his pocket, so, you know. He's trying to ponder into an answer for the rune. He really needed to counter that, I think, to win this game. And that's fine. Neither Cyclops is okay. I've got flying on board, so I've got evasion. And he'll probably attack anyway. Nope. So I'll play 2 more soldiers. And these cloud shifts are sort of worthless with tokens. And I'll just chip away at him. Kind of a game of attrition at this point. He's probably trying to draw into his 1 Electrickery. If he did sideboard an Electrickery, I'll bring in Lumen Threadfield, which gives all my tokens +1 toughness next turn. So if he does end up getting it. Okay. He got his Electrickery. I can just sort of sit here with the Rune of Protection for a while until I draw into something threatening. Hopefully, trying to think of what a good draw would be. Maybe a Suture Priest and then some tokens. Would be a couple good turns of drawing. I'm gonna cycle it. That's the greatest thing about Rune of Protection. It has cycling. So you can sort of just draw into what you need if you're waiting. There we go, there's something. Start chipping away at him with that. I bet he's wondering what these 2 cards are. That's great. It's actually not bad. Draw those 2 is just fine. because they turn into flyers if he blocks, and then they're evading. So unless he has another electrickery, then it could just be a long game, but I'm ahead on time, so I'm kind of okay with that. I don't think he has an answer to this in that list, except Counterspell, and he didn't get that off, so I think it's just a matter of time. And I'm going to hold on to this Plains just in case I draw Sends Enlightenment. I can retrace it a bunch of times. Or Sends Enlistment, sorry. And I think the reason to do that is what that card does is it puts 2 soldiers into play, and then it has a retrace. So he might use Electrickery now. Or he might just concede knowing that he doesn't have an answer. Could be a long game. He might concede to go to game 3. Well, sorry, I won game 1, so he can't really concede either. But he's probably trying to figure out something. And we chip away. I mean, this card gives me almost complete immunity. Vapor Snag works pretty well against me, actually. Gives me immunity against Kiln Fiend and Nivix Cyclops, the 2 biggest threats in his deck, for what the deck does. I didn't really need a Prismatic Strands, but in case it gets into a real late game, that card could come in handy. And if you read Prismatic Strands, it's just unbelievable. So strong. And he's going to use his Gut Shot to get rid of my other spirit. But it's only a matter of time before I draw more threats, so. Kind of feel like just drawing a lot of lands at this point, but it's okay. I got my sideboard cards. Yeah, drawing some lands. Sort of a drawing contest at this point. There's Delver, that's not too good for me. Hopefully he'll attack with the Delver if it doesn't flip. It flipped right away, and he got Electrickery too, so luckily I have the Prismatic Strand so I can prevent all damage, so if I can protect my tokens and stuff. I'll take 3. I've got a little bit of time on the clock before the Delver kills me. Come up with an answer. Wow, that's 4 planes in a row. Unbelievable. Almost a tie game. Cloud Shift is probably the worst card I could have drawn. I've never drawn so much stink. I still think I have this game, but There we go. That's the card I wanted. I have to be real careful how I play this, because I have to keep 2 mana open for Rune of Protection, and then I also have to keep Prismatic Strands open, so I can probably retrace it once safely. And that'll allow me to prevent Electrickery from destroying my board state. I kind of want to bait the Electrickery and then use the rune. Well, I might just need to use Prismatic Strands twice. Once for the Electrickery, and then once for blue sources. Okay, I'll let that resolve. Gotta be really careful here. Another lightning bolt. If he has a third one, that would be bad. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah. Prevent blue damage. Counterspell. And then I can flash it back to prevent blue damage. And he can still wipe my board with Electrickery. Counterspell again. Wow. Nice clutch. Alright, I'll see him for game 3. Now, we know that he has Electrickery, so we're gonna bring in Lumen Thread Field, and I think taking Cloud Shift out is a good answer. Well, I really need Cloud Shift because I need it for the Suture Priest, so this is sort of a rock and a hard place. The speed of the deck doesn't need to be that fast, or that slow, so I'll take out Battle Screech for Lumen Thread Field. That should make all my little guys a little bit stronger. Actually, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna take out Raise the Alarm and keep Battle Screech in, because I kind of want to draw him into the late game, and I can't out aggro him. So, alright, that's my deck tech. I will see you for the next video.